Hello, hello. Happy Monday. It is Erica with Holy Rustic and Redheaded Princess Designs. And I thought this morning we would paint one of our new kits from this past month. So it's this cute little Beehive shelf sitter piece. So it just sits in here. It's gonna sit up. Super cute. It's got some nice flowers on it. Perfect for all the weather, spring and summer. So you can leave it up a little bit longer. You don't have to put it away. So super fun. So come in, say hey, let me know how your week is going, your Monday. We have, I had a very busy week last week with lots and lots of classes, and so this week is a little bit more laid back, and I've got a few classes here and there this week, not as many as we did last week. This weekend was Thunder over Louisville here, which if you don't know, is the kickoff to the Kentucky Derby. It's a big old fireworks show. So I did not watch the fireworks, but or the air show. I had a class on Saturday in Georgetown, and then yesterday I did a little bit of work, but did more of just getting ready for the week, getting the groceries, doing laundry, all the fun things that you have to do, right? So, all right. Just gonna give that a base of white because it is a honey hive, so it's gonna be nice and yellow. But I wanna make sure that we've got our white down so the yellow will pop a little bit. I'm gonna base coat, I'm gonna do this base in black. And then I'm gonna do the little entrance to the hive with black as well. We have kind of like a whole honeybee collection going on right now this past month with our designs. So super, super cute. I love them. I think they're so adorable and just kind of, you know, fun to put up for different parts of the year. All right, here we've got some flowers. So I think we'll just do this in mostly green. Let's see, what green do I want to use? Maybe I'll use this. There's not much here. Should be enough. Throw a little white in here as well. So last week I painted our little beehive with the little stand. Turned out so cute. So this will look really nice sitting next to it. I'm just gonna do this whole thing. It's got the flowers and pieces that go over top of it, so I'm just gonna paint the whole thing. Just paint the whole thing. There we go. Might need a second coat, or I can come back in and just do a few little details here and there on that. I feel like I'm missing some flowers. I'm gonna look over here on my desk and see if they're over here. Give me just a moment. Here they are. So we will do these flowers in a nice purple. It is very cold here this morning. I think it's supposed to warm up today, but it is so cold outside right now. All right, so we'll just do these with purple. Maybe I'll take a little bit of a darker purple and go around the edges just to give them a little dimension. So like I said, this week is a little bit, not as many classes. I had classes like every day last week. So this week we've got Thursday night, we're at Bear City Winery. And we've got a class over there, cute little mushroom canvas. And then I think that's really about it for the week. Trying to think what else we have this week, but I think that might be it. I'm gonna take just a smidge of this darker purple around the edges. Good morning, Opal. How are you? Happy Monday. Next week is our first ever blacklight painting class, and I'm pretty excited about that. It's a peacock, and that's at Tucker's. So I'm excited about that class. I'm gonna play with that design a little bit this week, and I'm gonna pop in and show you guys what it's gonna look like, because I think it's gonna be so cool with the black lights. I got some more black lights in yesterday, so I wanna play with them and kind of see how they're gonna look and how that's gonna work out for us, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm just taking a little bit of this darker purple around the edges on these little flowers. It's not gonna make much of a difference, but it will just make them pop a little bit more. Happy Monday! This is one of our one of the new kits that we released this past month, and it is a little Beehive shelf sitter piece. Super cute. All right, so there's our little purple flowers. We've got these daisy looking flowers here. So let's do them with some white. Good morning, Wendy. And then maybe we'll brush a little purple on here as well. We'll see. So my plan today is to paint this with you guys. And then I've got a few things that need to be cut, orders that need to go out today. I have some tables that I need to go paint up in Charlestown this afternoon. I'm waiting for the sun to warm it up just a little bit. Good morning, Tammy. Waiting for the sun to warm us up just a smidge, and then I'm gonna go paint those tables. And then I've got class in Charlestown this afternoon with ensembles. They do a little kids class up there every Monday, so I've got that. And so busy Monday. I'm gonna brush just a little purple on these little daisies here. So that is what is on the agenda for today for me. All right, there are our cute little flowers. And I think we'll give them some yellow centers. Let's see. Let's get some of this brighter yellow. Maybe. It definitely feels like there's paint in there. Ah, there we go. Did not want to come out. All right, let's do the centers of these little daisies. Whoops. There's one. There is two, and here is the third one. There we go. Okay, so there are those. Just squish them over here to the side. I feel like I might want to do more to those daisies, but we'll see. I'm gonna put just a little bit of some darker green in this. On my leaves here. They just seem a little flat. I want them to have a little more dimension. We did, last week I did a Kentucky Derby mystery box. So those went out last week with lots of fun Derby kind of designs in them. I'm excited to see what people make with those. That's looking better. It's got a little more depth to it. There we go. That looks cute. All right. So there's that. We've got this piece here, which I think we'll just do with a bright yellow. Just kind of the honey dripping down out of our honey hive. And then we have the little door to our honey hive. I'm going to do this in more of a golden color. Good morning, Donna. So we'll just come around with that. I think I'll brush a little bit of this gold around on our honey too. Let me just... extra messy today for some reason. Just gonna brush just a smidge of this gold on here. I want this to be a different color than the rest of the hive piece here, but I don't want it to be such a bright yellow. We'll give it this nice little golden color. There's our little honey. All right, we've got, let's see if we can, we should brush a little bit of yellow on these guys. That looks better. It's hard to see without light this morning. I don't know why. So we did, last week we started sending out our club boxes, our tier tray, and our wagon club for the month. So those have started shipping. And are ready to go out as soon as everyone's payments draft. You will get your box. Here's the rest of our flowers. Maybe a little more yellow than we want. We'll see what they look like when we get them on there. All right, let's go back to this hive here. I think, let's move that out of our way. We'll do the whole thing yellow. And then we'll add some gold to do some highlights and stuff. I'm gonna throw a little bit of white in here with my yellow. So this one is just a little shelf sitter. It's gonna look so cute with the rest of our honey designs. So we have the little stand with the sign that we painted last week. We have, there's a bigger honey sign that you can put with this. And then there's lots of little shelf sitter pieces as well. So super fun. Lots of options. And again, something you can leave up, you know, all the way through summer and not have to switch in and out, which I love. All right. Let's do a little highlight in the middle of each piece of this hive with some white. Just brighten up kind of right in the centers here. Morning, Donna. And then I'm going to take some of that golden yellow and I'm going to hit more like the bottom, the center pieces here where the pieces of the hive meet. And so what I like to do is just kind of brush the paint on and then wipe my brush off, get most of that paint off, and then just blend it together. And somehow I'm getting some black in here. I don't know where that's coming from. There we go. So we take that gold. I'm going to put it right on that line, wipe my brush off, and then come back and just blend. A little bit of gold. So that's one of the things that I really love about the kits is, you know, you can be real simple and just paint it one color, or you can be a little extra and do kind of practice some of your blending, your shading, your highlighting. It is totally up to you how you want to do your kits. I'm going to do a little bit right around those curves as well. There we go. Cute. Look how much dimension it has now. So cute. And I think what I have found is one of the tricks that I like to tell people is to put that color on that you want to blend with and then wipe your brush off, get almost all the paint off, and then come back and just kind of go over it to blend. Because what people tend to do is they tend to just keep putting more and more color on there, and instead of creating a nice shadow or a highlight, they end up just making a whole new color and painting everything a different color. So by putting it on and wiping your brush off and getting most of the paint off your brush, you're not really adding any more paint to it. You're just blending what's already laying on your piece. I'm loving that. I think it looks so cute. All right, let's see what our flowers are gonna look like on here, because I'm afraid I may have gotten a little carried away with my shadows and highlights, and I may have made them too yellow. Trying to see where this sets. So I think it sets like that. Okay, so that's going to go like that. And then these are going to go, I don't know, they might be okay. I just don't love them. Let's put a little more white on them. And maybe we'll do it with our sponge. Let's see if that helps. I wanted to give them some color, and I feel like I gave them too much color. So we'll give them a little more white. This guy here. Okay, let's try this purple again. See what happens. Purple just may not be meant to be. I probably just need to be more patient. No, it's just not my thing. All right, then I don't have my blow dryer sitting here. I have some little white zinnias. Oh, how pretty. Spotted purple. Okay, let's glue some things down. Smush out our glue here. Maybe. It's a toothpaste. All right, scratch that. I got this one here. This might not be enough, but we'll see. It's definitely not going to be enough. There's not hardly any in here. I don't even know why that's still sitting there. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Try this one. Just need a little bit of glue. Definitely have to get some out. It's not. It's not working. It's all dried up in there. I had the lid on it. All right. There's our leaves. They go right there. Whoopsie. It's gonna be one of those days. All right, we have our middle of our hive here. And it goes like this. Right? Our honey that's dripping down. It's gonna sit right there. And there's that piece. Cute. And then we've got our flowers. This glue is being stubborn today. There's that one. And these have little centers. Okay. And we have this flower. I would have already thrown that tube of glue in the trash. I know, there's so much good glue in here though. Like, I hate to... It is being real stubborn though. Try the little little tubes of glue are so nice because they don't, you use them all up before they get all dried like this, and they don't work. All right, and then all of our little purple flowers. Cute. Look how cute. All right, I feel like these guys are in the wrong spot. Not that it matters much, but I don't know. That's still not right. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's do some details. Put this lid back on this stubborn glue. More white. There we go. So cute. This one is so easy and fun. And you can just kind of be as extra with you as you want, or as simple as you want. It's such a cute design. I absolutely love it. And like I said, I think it's just going to be a nice little addition to set next to like the rest of the honey stuff. As a cute little shelf sitter. Trying to see where this is dry and where it's still a little wet, and make sure I don't mess it up by sticking my whole hand in it. We added, is that Friday? Or was it Saturday? I added some new honey bees. I know, aren't the bees, they're so cute. And bees are just, I don't know what it is about bees right now, but they're very trendy right now. We added some new designs for the windmill and cutting board that are bee themed as well this past week. I think it might have been Saturday I threw those on the website. I don't remember. My days all kind of run together sometimes. Don't know what I'm doing. Well, there we go. Stinking cute. Look how much the little details just make everything pop, and then it just sets in our little stand. Of course, we'll let it lay to dry. It sets right in there. So cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. So simple. Not terribly difficult at all. Easy little kit. Goes together pretty fast. And you get a cute little beehive to display. So you can grab yours on our website at Holy Rustic or redheadedprincessdesigns.com. I hope that you have an amazing Monday. My goal this week is to be here with you Wednesday and Friday as well to paint one of our kits from the month. I might even do the wagon or tiered tray club here live with you, so let me know if you'd like to see those painted up. And I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye, y'all.